You ever finished a coding tutorial feeling confident until you're suddenly asked to build something with it? And then your brain goes, wait, can I actually do this on my own? Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am on a mission to become a full stack developer through the FreeCodeCamp curriculum, and today's video is a little bit different. To support me, just leave a like and a comment below. So in today's video, I will tackle a JavaScript workshop that walks you through building a musical instrument filter. And the challenge for this video is no ChatGPT, no outside code, or only the official documentation of the JavaScript, HTML and CSS language. So this video is just about me, the lesson, and whatever I can figure out step by step. And if you are on a similar path like me, learning how to build real things from guided challenges with only the documentation, you will relate to this video. That being said, let us dive in. So guys, here is the journey. So let's start from fresh. Let's go on with step 1. Let me reduce this volume. Okay, so now step 1 says start by creating a drop-down box with the class of select container. Okay, to create a drop-down menu, I think it's label. I think it's select. Yes, I think it's select. Close, open and close. Dark. And the cell with the class. Okay. Class is equals to select container. Okay. The next step is add 4 options to your drop down: all, wood, wind, brass, percussion, in this order. For each option, use the lowercase option to specify the ID attribute and the value attribute. So the first option, all to, so now the ID, so the ID is equals to all, the value is equals to also, and we shall do the same thing for the other options. So the same thing for wood, wind. For example, here, wood, winds. So here, wood, wings. Yeah. So they said lowercase, so no capital letter. And this one is here. Let's copy it, copy, paste. So now let's go to brass. So brass. The next one is percussion. Paste. Percussion. Okay. Yeah, question. So that's done, and that's the next step. The next step is before starting to add the filter functionality to your page, link your JavaScript to your file HTML. Let's look at the preview. Here's a preview. So yeah, so this is what we built. Normally it's not yet working, but so let me just link my script. The name of this script .js. So become a supporter. The one that will become, not mine, I will become a supporter. It's just a matter of time. So now let's go on to build the JavaScript. So we have already done the HTML, as you can see here. And here's a preview of the HTML. Now we are going to create a filter with JavaScript. So the first step here is to declare an array, empty array. So sorry, instrument. So there's an array. The next step, I'm going to remove this. So the next step is it's going to hold an object for each of your instrument cards. Each object will have a key, category, instrument, and price. Add the first object, a fruit, to the array. For the values, use wood, ring, float, and price, and 500, sorry, for the price. So the first object is this. We shall have a category, which is wood rings. The second, it's not an object, sorry, but the first value, the first property of the object. So the second one is instrument, which is fruit. I don't know if it's fruit or fruit. The third one is 500. 500. It's price 500. So what's the next step? Add another two objects to your instrument array to represent the remaining woodwind instrument, clarinet, and oboe. Oboe. Do you guys know that instrument? Personally, I don't know it. So let me just do the work. Right. It's come out. So let me copy again. Woodwind. So the next one is clarinet. I think it's clarinet. No, category, sorry. So to see that, I have to open the HTML file. So I know that fruit is okay, the same category, woodwind. I think that is the same. Oboe, clarinet is the same category as fruit, so clarinet. And the price, here's the price here. Clarinet $200. And for oboe, we say oboe. Oboe. I don't know how to pronounce it. So capital letter eventually. And the price here should be Trumpel Obeo $4,000. So wood weighing instrument done. So what's the next step? The remaining instruments have been added to the array. Okay, here's it, as you can see. Okay, now declare two variables, sorry. Select container and products container. So let me just declare select container. And the next one is product container. Okay, and assign to them your HTML dropdown and the element with the class name product container. Okay, so that is, we have to access this HTML element, and to do that we have to use the query all selector. No, I think it's query selector, because we are looking for the first element, something like that. So query all, let's just look the documentation. Normally query all returns a list, a node list. So query all, query selector, here's it. So query selector returns the first element within the document, and query all return a node list. So I will use query all here. So document point query all, query selector, sorry, query selector here, and the name of the class, the name of the class of the class name of the selector, select is this, and the class name shall take another one and do it. Document query selector. So and the class name of the product container is this one. So let me just replace it very fast. So it's good. The next step is, as you learned in the previous lessons, the change event is triggered when the user modifies the value of a certain input element. Okay. You want to be able to update your page anytime that a new value is picked from the drop-down menu. For that, add an event listener for the change event to the select container variable. So to this HTML element that I stored inside this variable select container, I have to add to it an event listener. So select container point add event. I don't know if there's an S in between, so let me just check it in the documentary. So here's the official documentary for HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So I'll say it's very, very nice, because it really explains everything and very well. So event add event. So there's no S listener. So add event listener. Put in bracket, and the event that we're watching is change. So we're looking for a change. For now, inside the callback, log the string "this is a test" to the console, then select a different option from the drop-down menu and check the console to text if the event listener correct function, event listener works correctly. So I will just create the callback function here, and inside it I will log the string that was given to me, console won't logged. So the string here is "this is a test." Okay. So what's the next step? Step 9 is modify your console call to lock the selected value from the drop down. So here is this. Here is the container. Here is the Here is the variable select container which have access directly to, which is connected to the select to this drop down menu with class name select container. So what they're asking me to do is that I have to log in this value, the selected value, so which is always the first value. And to do that, I have to use the property value that the property value of the HTML element. So I have to do like a template literal, I think so. Yes, because it's a variable. So like select container value. Okay, that's right. I think that should be right in this. Okay, that's right. So step 10, to implement the filter functionality, you will need a function. I think that the function here is the filter function. So let's just look at the syntax in the documentation. Here's the filter function. So for example here, as you can see, all words that are with length bigger than 6 is being filtered. So you'll see, it's being removed, let's say something, and all words that are less than 6 is being removed, and all words that are greater than 6 with length greater than 6 is being taken into consideration. So declare an empty function named instrument part that takes a single parameter. So let's go back behind. Okay, no problem. So function instrument card that takes a single parameter. So let's say the parameter should, let's say instrument, let's say card. Then name the parameter card. So now step 11, step 11, within your new function, you need to filter the instrument depending on the selected category. Okay. Filter out items from instrument array and make your function return an array containing the instrument project with the same category of instrument. Okay. If instrument category is equals to all, return the whole instrument array. Okay. Then remove. So this is for the second part. So let's just build in this function. So the filter function is like it creates a new array. So it's not the same array. So if I try to console.locked the array, the original array, which is words, you will see that it will appear. So filter function creates a new array. That's very important. So to do that, filter out from our instrument array. So let's just create a variable. So let's say filter. Sorry for the names. I don't have time to think about which name is right. Sorry. So I will filter the instrument array filter and inside it, I think it should be something like this, like elements. Okay. what will the filter do? So the filter will an array containing instrument object with the same category of instrument category. So if element, so there's no need of this curly braces. So element, so if the category of element is strictly equals to instrument category, then send it into my new array filter. So normally it is saying that I have to return this array filter. Okay. Then if array, so if array category is equals to all, then return the whole array. So I have to do an if else statement here. If statement. So if array category, let's say instrument array instrument category is strictly equals to all, which is a string, return what's the name again? Yeah. Instruments array. Instruments array as return filter. So now let's go to the next function. The next one says that then remove the console log from the callback of your event listener and log the result of instrument code. So remove this instrument. So they're telling me that I have to log the results. So let me just say result, which is equals to instrument code, or calling the instrument code with the selector option from the drop down menu as argument, so you can test. So what is the selected option here? I think it should be this one. The select container. Let me think. Okay. I don't know if I have to, because yeah, value. Yes. And I have to lock rest. So that's right. Okay, that's right. So the next step here is currently your instrument card function returns an array with instrument object. So you will need another couple of steps before you can play. Let me reduce this volume. Yeah, it's better. Steps before you can display your instrument cards on the page. So they really did it. They really didn't see how they express it nice. So let me just continue. So modify your function so that it returns an array of strings containing the HTML code to display the instrument card. Each string corresponding to an object in the instrument array. The string should have the format, this format, blah 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 blah. So what is being returned here? Okay, we know that instrument is just made up of categories. No, instrument is an object. Instrument is an object, so should we store it somewhere? No, I think we have to return it like this. So and we shall use template literal. Delete this. Okay. So price here is a variable. So I'll put the price. So it'll be like it's from here. Zero is not the right template. Am I supposed to? What's this thing? Okay, that's it. Right. So we take the instrument. Since we know that instrument is an object, so say instrument is an object point. Let's take the price. I think that it was price. Let's look at the object. Okay, price. That was a property of the object price here. So let's take instrument price, and here we shall, on the other side for the instrument itself, we shall show the instrument. Okay, instrument. So let's just write instrument. So I think that's right. It's this. Something is wrong. It's not working. They're saying that instrument cards with parameter with argument as all should return an array of string representing this with this format. So what is wrong here? So for example here they're saying that if instrument card is equals to all, then we have to filter and do this filtering stuff. If it's equals to all, return array. If it's not equals to all, filter it. So multiply the function so that to display the instrument card, each string corresponding to an object in the instrument's array. Okay, the string should have this star. So what should I do here? They're saying that instrument card with, if it's all, then it will be instrument array that will be replaced. So in which format it will be like this instrument. So I don't know what is wrong here. Instrument price. Ignore this. Just again, still wrong. So guys, what's wrong here? Instrument category. Should you return an array of string representing cards with each format? So what's wrong? Should store it somewhere. Let's say modify your function so that it returns an array of strings called. Okay, it returns an array of strings. That is it. It returns an array of strings. Okay. So returns an array of strings containing code. How should I do it? I think that I have to use this maps transformation. Maps function. Because maps returns new arrays. Sorry, maps create a new array. So this is, as I said, it's the same thing for yes, so if I put in array one inside it, and run it, you guys see that the old array is already there. So I think that I have to first of all convert it to an array of string. So let's say instrument string, let's call it out, and use the map function instrument, because we want to do a transformation. So that's the reason why I'm to use instrument. I'm using a map. I think it's maps. It's map, not maps. Okay, it's map. And in map, I will leave it like that. So let's just say element. And for that element, we shall do something like this. So like this, yeah, I'll say element. And also your element. And here I will return an array of strings. So instrument string. Okay, it's not working. Oh, what's wrong here? Is it that the map function is not done? Okay, I think that should be discovery process. Still wrong. Just, yeah, it worked. Wow, it was not easier. Let's see how they did it. Okay, they used the map function. Okay, price. Okay, not bad. Now remove your console log from the event listener and set the inner HTML of the product container to the result of calling cards, instrument cards with a selected category. So, okay. Product inner HTML. I think that's like that. Let's look in the documentation. We to code with the documentation is another level. Seriously, because ChatGPT is good, but the problem with ChatGPT is that when you type in something, it gives you a very long text that you have to read and understand before saying that no, it's not what I'm talking about. You're talking about something else. It takes so much time, but with the documentation is perfect. So let's just write. It said the inner HTML makes sense to the with the selector option. Okay, done. What is wrong here? That is showing. Why is this showing red? Oh yeah, this work it. Then select different option from the drop down and see if the preview in the window. So let's see here. So for example, here when we select brass, It's not working. Word is not working yet. So the problem is remove the console log from the event listener. Set the inner HTML product container to the result of calling instrument card with the selected category. Okay. Then select different options from the drop down menu and see if the result is there. Why is it not working? Okay, I know why it's not working. Yeah, it's supposed to be product container. So that's the name of the variable, product container. And we're talking about this product container that we connected it to our HTML file. So let's just check a preview and see what's happening. So, let's say woodwind, okay, percussion, and this problem with this comma sign, brass, woodwind. It's good, it's working. So let's check in. Let's go into the next step. So when you select a category from the drop-down menu, the instrument cards are correctly figured and displayed on the page. But you have to get rid of those commas in between the cards. So the commas that I was speaking about, these commas. Do it by joining the array returned by the instrument cards with that of the instrument filter. So as I was saying, we are supposed to use the join function, array function join. So let me just look at it. Here is it. Here's how it's working. It's like it joins everything element in the array, and what is it doing next? Either for example, here it does not separate it. Here it does not separate it. Here it does not. Here there's a comma. Here is a comma. Here it's not comma. Here there's a dash to separate each and every element. So to do that, let's put join. I want that there should be no comma. So there should be no comma. Sorry. So that's this one that I will choose. Good. The next step, I'm done. So thank you guys for watching. So I think that was the last step to arrange it. So I think that was the last step to do it. So thank you guys for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So we shall see us in the next video. So have a wonderful day.